Hello and welcome to News Centre. I am Ashmit Kumar. Now, the Home Ministry has transferred the Red Fort car blast case to the NIA, India's principal counter-terrorism law enforcement agency. At least 12 people were killed and several injured after a powerful car explosion ripped through Delhi's Red Fort area last evening. As per the police, the blast took place inside a moving Hyundai i20 car at a traffic signal near Red Fort metro station, closer to 7 p.m. As per reports, investigators traced the car to a man from Pulwama in Jammu and Kashmir. The national capital has been placed on high alert with strict vigil being maintained at the airport, railway stations and bus terminals. Home Minister Amit Shah held multiple high-level meetings to take stock of the situation. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who flew to Bhutan this morning on an official trip, sent a message from Thimphu. He said that the government will get to the bottom of the conspiracy.
हमारी एजेंसियां इस षड्यंत्र की तह तक जाएगी। इसके पीछे के षड्यंत्रकारियों को बख्शा नहीं जाएगा। All those responsible will be brought to justice.
I'm here at the Red Fort. Behind me you can see the Red Fort, and on the right of my side at the back there's a white tent. That is the exact area where the explosion happened. That has been cordoned off. The entire Red Fort area, the entire market of Chandni Chowk has been today shut down, and the area of explosion has been cordoned off by the Delhi police. Now the case has been formally transferred to NIA to look into the matter, and as per the FIR that was registered by the Delhi police initially, the police registered the FIR under UAPA sections, Explosives Act and BNS. The incident is being linked to the traces of ammonium nitrate that was recovered in Faridabad on Monday in a joint operation between Jammu and Kashmir police and Haryana police. At Faridabad, the car which actually where the explosion happened, which was carrying the explosives, had a Haryana number plate and is understood to have left from Faridabad early in the morning.
Well, joining us now to take this discussion ahead is with us former Director General of Police SP Vaid and former Additional Director General of Police PK Jain. Mr. Vaid, Mr. Jain, thank you so much for joining us. Mr. Vaid, let me come to you first. The case has been handed over to the NIA. The anti-terror UAPA law has been invoked. The government officials are calling it a case of conspiracy, a warning that they will get down to the bottom of the conspiracy and those conspirators will not be spared. The question that I want to first begin with is, why is the government shy of using the T word, the terror word? Is there a strategic rationale behind it? Mr. Vaid.
See, as far as I understand, Ashmit, it is a terror incident. I have no doubt about it from my experience in Jammu and Kashmir. I don't think there is any lack of linkage between this terror incident of last evening near Red Fort and the complete terror module of doctors, which was unearthed by Jain police with the help of the Haryana police, that is Faridabad Commissionerate, UP ATS and Delhi police. I think all these are linked and I'm sure agencies will come out with all the details. It takes time for the investigating agency to collect all the facts and then come out with the details of the investigation. It takes time. For me, it's easier to say I'm talking out of experience, but not on any evidence. I think the agencies will speak on the basis of evidence, and I'm sure this is a terror module of the Pakistan-based terror outfit Jaish-e-Mohammed, which is actually, as I have been repeatedly saying, the creation of Pakistan ISI and Pakistan Army. You must hit Pakistan Army and the Pakistan ISI because all these are their creations. So unless you break their backbone, you're not going to completely eliminate them. Yes.
That's a very interesting point, Mr. Vaid, that you make with respect to the Pakistani connection and then subsequent action that is required. We'll circle back to that in just a couple of minutes. But before that, Mr. Jain, same question to you. Given the new module that was discovered in Faridabad, the module involving doctors, the linkage that the I-20 car has shown back to Pulwama, the fact that it was driven from Faridabad, the very same location where nearly 3 tons of highly explosives were found, 2,900 kgs. Does this indicate to your mind and your experience, does this look the work of an outfit that is backed by, say, a Jaish-e-Mohammed, or does it also perhaps possibly look like the work of a local module like an Indian Mujahideen or a Simi?
Thank you very much, Ashmit, for having me here. I would not agree with anybody who says that this is a local module. This is a module which has been specifically sponsored from across the border. The linkages with Jaish-e-Mohammed have already come up during whatever little initial investigation has been made. And all these people who come from, all these 7 accused who've been arrested, they all come from the same area, Shopian, Pahalgam and close by Pulwama, etc. areas. So the linkages are very clear. It is only unfortunate that the recoveries were made rather late. It was about a week back that the recoveries were made in J&K, and now the recoveries from Faridabad yesterday. And imagine the quantities they had collected: 3,300 kilos of explosive material, liquid, explosive liquid, guns, AK-47 and 56, what all they had. It is, but yesterday's action only looked like as if it was out of desperation, because the entire module had been cracked and some people had been arrested. This guy was also Dr. Aman, whoever is Umar or Aman, whatever his name is. So he probably thought that this was the end of the road for him. He'll be either caught or he'll be killed. That's why this was the last ditch attempt of his, having committed harakiri. So I would say that it is unfortunate that the educated people like doctors have been so radicalized that they want to, damage this country by 1,000 cuts. Had this material not been caught at this time, you can imagine how many places the explosions would have taken place, how many lives would have been lost, and what kind of damage would have been caused to the internal security scenario of the country. So I think it is it's always said that the police and the intelligence agencies have to succeed every time, and the terrorists have to succeed only once to prove that the system is not working. Well, we have been working very well. The police has done a fabulous job. They have already identified the owner of the car. I'm told that in Faridabad case, where this room was rented, a car used to bring bags and used to keep them in the room, and they used to lock it away because nobody was staying there. And in my opinion, it was the same car which was being used for ferrying material from Jammu and Kashmir to Faridabad repeatedly on many occasions. So I think as Mr. Vaid has very correctly said, the agencies will get to the bottom of it. There is no second opinion about that. And as and when it happens, many more people will be taken into custody, arrested. Their sympathizers, their protectors, their supporters, their financiers, everybody would be taken to task. And in my opinion, the links are all going to lead back to Pakistan and ISI.
Right, Mr. Jain. Let me ask one more follow-up question, Mr. Jain, while I have you. You mentioned the 2,900 kgs of explosives that were recovered from Faridabad. Just to put that in context for our viewers, the explosives used in the 1993 Mumbai blasts, that was just 200 kgs. 2019 Pulwama attack, that was 250 kgs. This is 2,900 kgs that we're talking about. That's the size of 3 I-20 cars. That's the scope of recoveries that were made. Any reasons why Delhi was not put on high alert after recovery of nearly 3 tons of highly explosive material?
The recovery was made in the morning only. I'm sure that the message had been sent across the town, because Delhi was the only probable target. Why the material was not stored in Delhi was because Delhi is always under the eyes of the agencies. So they had gone to Faridabad in the NCR region to stockpile their entire explosive. So Delhi was always on alert, and I'm sure that after this particular cache, the police forces had been put on alert. Now it is only unfortunate that one of the accused conspirators could not be arrested. So he was moving around in this car with some explosive, which he activated in Lal Killa, Chandni Chowk area. Ashmit.
Right. Mr. Vaid, same question to you. The morning there's a recovery of 3 tons of explosives that are made. Any rationale why Delhi police or the authorities did not put Delhi on high alert at the time of recovery itself? Is that a preventive measure that perhaps could have been taken, should have been taken?
See, Ashmit, as Jain sir said, the recovery was made only in the morning, and then messages must have been given. And by the time it reaches the last policeman on this patrolling, it takes time. And obviously, it's not possible, physically possible, to check every car in a city like Delhi, where I think lakhs of cars ply. So unfortunately, this third suspect, or whatever number it is, this Dr. Umar, managed to escape, and then he had whatever quantity. I also personally believe that it was a desperate attempt, as Mr. Jain was saying, because he saw that all his colleagues have been arrested. The whole terror module has been busted. The recovery has been made, and next is his number. Before he could be nabbed, he thought, let me go for a major action. And what place better than the Red Fort, from where Honorable Prime Minister addresses the country, and that too peak hours around 7. That is the peak hour for the Delhi traffic when offices are closed, and to inflict maximum casualty, maximum damage. And I personally believe it was a much deeper, a much bigger conspiracy for a huge terror incidents, or not only in Delhi, in other parts of the country. And we, because of recovery, this is the desperate attempt that he made in the evening.
Mr. Vaid, we're running out of time.
Yeah.
Right,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Vaid, we're running out of time, so I'll come back to you for a quick final comment. And this, I'm circling back to the original point that you had made in terms of consequences that now need to follow. The commentary from right up from the Prime Minister downwards is clear that there is a conspiracy at play, and that the conspirators will not be left. They will be brought to justice. That's the language being used. Cut back to a couple of months where the language of the Indian government was that an act of terror will be considered an act of war. What is the ideal way forward now when we look at such an attack, which has possibly the backing of something like a Jaish-e-Mohammed? Mr. Vaid.
See, the policy of the government of India is very clear that Operation Sindoor is on, and any linkages with the Pakistan, which we need to establish, I'm sure agencies will do that. Once it is established, the Pakistan has to bear consequences, and we must see that Pakistan pays for it. And Pakistan, I mean not the people of Pakistan, but Pakistan controlling Pakistan Army, the Pakistan ISI, who call the shots in Pakistan and run the whole system. I think the consequences Pakistan must bear, and unless you hit where it hurts the Pakistan Army and the ISI, just killing one odd terrorist here and there doesn't make difference. So we must hit Pakistan Army, break its back, and Pakistan ISI. That is what India will have to do. Hitting terror camps is fine, but the mother of all evils is Pakistan Army and the ISI.
Right, Mr. Vaid, Mr. Jain, thank you so much for sharing more light, throwing more light on perhaps what the road ahead may look like. I'd like to thank both of our panelists for giving more perspective on that. But that's all the time that we have on this segment. We're running into a very short break. We'll come back on the other side. We'll bring to you the focus on the ongoing Bihar elections, phase 2 of Bihar polls underway.